All right. Let's take a nice comfortable seat. We will close our eyes and just settle into this moment. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Big, deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. One more, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now finding your Ujjayi breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. We're taking a moment to center and to arrive on your mat. In this moment, we've never had this exact moment before. Awakening to all of the nuances. We've never had this exact body before. Everything that's come before and everything that could come in the future plants us in the now, right here, in this moment. Bringing your hands together at heart center and calling to mind your intention for your practice today. Hold that intention in your mind's eye. And let it go. You can keep your eyes closed or open your eyes. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms lift up, look up, twist to your right. Your right hand comes behind you, your left hand to your knee. Lengthen through the top of your head, gaze over your back shoulder. Letting our inhale take us taller and longer, and our exhalation might be an opportunity to move into the twist a little bit deeper. Look forward and unwind. Inhale, arms lift up, look up, and twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your knee. Lengthen up through the crown of your head, gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind. Plant your left hand down, right arm up and over. Come back to center, plant your right hand down, left arm up and over. And come back to center. We're going to come into tabletop position with your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. On your inhalation, drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Coming in and out of cat-cow at your breath, at your pace. Breathe your way in and out of this breath. Just moving in and out of cat-cow. Then bringing your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Bring your right hand in towards the midline, your left arm lifts up. Reach up as far as your fingers will take you, and then thread the needle under, bringing your left hand down underneath your right arm, bringing your shoulder to the mat and your head comes to the mat. Taking your right arm up and back. Unwind. Making your way back to tabletop position. This time we'll take our right arm up towards the ceiling, reach as far as those fingers will take you, and then thread the needle under on this side. Bring your shoulder down on the mat, your head come down on the mat, your top arm can come up and back if that feels right to you. You can reach that top arm overhead. Breathe your way in. Unwind. Come back to tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Give it one more cat-cow drop. Your belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Coming back to tabletop position. We're going to shift our hips forward. We're going to come into a big cobra. Lifting up, letting the knees stay on the mat. We're lifting up out of our shoulders, lifting our heart and our chest up. Press your hips to your heels, come into child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, take a big deep breath in, let it out. Another big deep breath in, let it out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips towards the ceiling, press your heels back and down. Pedal your feet. Do whatever you need to do to come home to your downward facing dog. Wave forward into plank. We're going to hold plank for just a few breaths. Core engaged, belly lifted. Lower down, either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. You can always bring your knees down if you'd like. Let the low back relax and release. Press back to child's pose. One big breath in child's pose. In through your nose, out through your nose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Coming high on your toes, lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Right leg lifts up, reach out through the ceiling. Press out through your heel, three-legged dog.
Bring your right foot back down, realign your downward facing dog. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Bring that left foot down, realign your downward facing dog. Coming forward into plank. We're gonna hold plank for a few beats. Breathe your way in. You can stay right where you are. You can do a few yogi push-ups, lowering down to hover and press back up. Lower down and hover. Press up. One more, lower down and hover. Press up. And then knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing. And press, bring your knees down, press your hips to your heels, coming into child's pose. Big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Bend your knee, try to kick yourself in behind as you drop your left heel towards the mat. Straighten your right leg out, bring your right knee in towards your chest, step through high runner's lunge. Find your balance, inhale, arms sweep up. Hands come down, step back to downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel, drop your right heel towards the mat. Bend your right knee or left knee, try to kick yourself in the behind. Lift that leg up. Straighten your left leg out. Draw your knee in towards your chest, step through high lunge. Up on the toes of your back foot, find your balance, arms sweep up. Hands come down, step back to plank this time. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale to downward. Take it back. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through high runner's lunge. Find your balance, arms sweep up, front knee over top of your ankle. Hands come together at heart center, hugging towards your midline. We're going to take our left elbow to our right knee, spiraling in to this lunge. Come back to center, hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale downward, take it back. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through high runner's lunge from this side. Up on the toes of the back foot, arms lift up. Hands come together at heart center. We're going to take our right elbow to our left thigh, spiraling open on this side. And come back to center. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to plank. Hold your plank. You can always bring your knees down. Breathe your way in. Lower down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And breathe. Connect to your own life force, prana, coming back to this moment right here, right now. Look forward between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen forward, folding Uttanasana. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high. Swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Hold your plank. Lower down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Now, we're gonna bring our knee in and we're gonna come forward about halfway up our mat. So not fully up the mat like we normally do for a high runner's lunge or Virabhadrasana. We're gonna take our right shoulder underneath our right hand underneath our right shoulder. Our left hand's gonna come to our knee and we're gonna come on the outside of the right foot. Now we might need to take our foot back a little bit. So I want you to bring your hand to the hip and we're gonna slowly lower that right hip down. Try to stay lifted in the chest and the heart. So you may feel a stretch along this right side as you keep pushing that leg away. And I like to play here with lifting the leg up and coming back down. All right, bringing our left hand down, coming back up and out, stepping back to downward facing dog. Find a moment of equanimity here. Notice how one side feels and then the other. Now, floating your right leg up, pressing out through that right heel. Now, bringing the knee in, only bringing it up about halfway. Left wrist underneath your left shoulder as we come into, so twisting onto the left side of the foot. Left hip comes down as we keep our chest and heart lifted. Right hand stays on that right hip. Breathe your way in. And lifting back up, stepping back to downward facing dog. Any way you'd like, coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Look forward between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen forward. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, sit back and chair. Sit back nice and deep, tuck your tailbone under. Sit back a little bit deeper, find length through your spine. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, reach high, step through, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms lift up, reach up. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Palm of the right hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Bring your knee in, step through, Virabhadrasana 1. Plant your back foot down, arms reach up. Open to Virabhadrasana 2. Palm of the front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take it back. Big breathing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. We're coming in for pigeon on the right side, drawing your foot in. Just find the pigeon that feels best in your body today. Pretend this is the first pigeon you've ever done. What's new? What's different? What's happening in your body in this moment? Proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart. Where can you make space? Lead with your chin as we take a wave down. Lift with the back of your neck, lift up. Come on down and lift up. Come on down and lift up. And then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeon, softening in. Walking your hands back. Proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart, pouring weight into the right thigh, taking your left leg over and around. Lengthen up through the top of your head, twist to the left. You can hug that left knee into the chest. You can bring your right elbow on the outside of the left knee, lift to lengthen, and then twist. Look forward, unwind, gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, take it back to downward facing dog any way you'd like. Left leg lifts up, reach high, coming forward into pigeon on this side. Really taking your time, doing whatever you need to do to find your way in. Lifting up through the top of your head. Lead with your chin, slowly coming down. Bring your chin in towards your chest, lead with the back of your neck. Come on down. And lift up. Come on down. And lift up. Coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. Lifting up. Proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart, pouring weight into your left leg. Taking your right leg over and around. Anchoring your sit bones to the mat. Lifting through the top of your head and twist to the right. You can always take the left elbow on the outside of that right leg. Lengthen through the top of your head. Twist, gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind, gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, bring your legs around in front of you. You can take a boat pose here if you would like. Just lifting your legs up, hugging in, breathe your way in. Doing whatever you need to do. Bringing your feet down, bring your hands out, slowly coming back onto your back. Drawing your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down. Rock out your sacrum from side to side. Rock it all out. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Walk your heels back. Hands come down at your sides. Lift your hips up, coming into bridge pose, lifting your hips up, bringing your hands together underneath you. Interlace those fingers, lift, lift, lift. Releasing your hands, slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly. Find the edges of the mat with your feet. Open out your arms wide like a T. Let your knees fall over to the right. Gently turn your head left. Lift your knees up to center. Let them fall over to the left as you gently turn your head right. Lift your knees up to center. Extend your legs out on the mat. Arms come down at your sides. Palms face up, open to receive. Do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as you can. Breathe your way into this shape. Soften and relax.
Let go of tension in the bottom of your feet. Tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your toes. Go of tension in your ankles. Relax your shins. Relax your calves, your knees, and your thighs. Your inner thighs, your IT bands, your quads, and your hamstrings. Let go of tension in your hips, your pelvis, your belly. Let go of tension in your hands. Back of your hands, your palms, your fingers, your toes. Relax your wrist, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms and your shoulders. Relax your chest, the back of your chest, front of your chest. The intercostal muscles between your ribs. Let go of tension in your collarbones, your neck, jaw, and your cheeks. Let go of tension in your forehead, the top of your head. If any thoughts come to mind, let it go. Whatever it is, you can think about it later. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment, honoring the transition out of the practice as much as we honor the practice itself. Then slowly and carefully make your way up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class today. Namaste.
Good work.